Kings lose 116-110. Y'all know how many times I've said that during my tenure of covering this team? I lost count. I truly have lost count. The Kings are officially eliminated. That marks 15 consecutive years. My gosh. This could be a tough show to get through. Going solo tonight. Well, I hope you guys can call in and voice your opinions, voice your frustrations. I would be gladly to take any single call. The link's in the bio. Click in the link and you guys can video chat with me. So let's start off with a quote that Justin James, who had the game of his life tonight, shout out to him. Congratulations. He had a great game. He kept the Kings alive for most of the night. He had this to say after the game. I would be lying if I said this doesn't feel different than any other loss. Knowing that we're out of the playoffs, it sucks for our fans. It sucks for our city. But we'll be there one day. End quote. Justin James. Y'all know how many times I've heard that before? Is that supposed to make Kings fans feel better? It's disappointing, man. It's disappointing. It's almost a joke. Wait, let me take that back. It is a joke. Kings lose 116-110. Make sure you hit the like button, or just like, if you're upset, if you say, hey dude, I need a therapist, I need help with my confidence, the Kings give me low self-esteem. If you're on that type of level, smash that dislike button. Smash it. Smash it. Man, it's tough. If I had to break down the game and talk about some of the positives, Justin James, obviously, coming off that bench, scoring 31 points in 32 minutes, 4 or 5 from beyond the arc, 12 of 17 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover. Hell of a game. I've been very harsh on this game. I've called him soft. It's one game. It's a really good game. He showed what he can do. He showed his abilities without question. We've never questioned his athleticism. He's a freak athlete. Will he ever do this again? That's a fair question to ask. He needs to earn that. If it's not with the Kings, he needs to earn it in training camp with whoever he signs with next. I believe he will bounce around. I believe he will get another chance because of his athleticism, for sure. Whether or not he ever scores 31 points again, I don't know. I'm not hating, I'm just being honest. Hell of a game, man. He showed a lot in those 31 points. A lot. A lot to like. Was it fool's gold? Was it the Grizzlies not taking it serious? Or was it him being that good? Is he 31 points good? No. But is he 10 to 12 points good? Who knows? He has now given Kings fans what I like to call false hope. The unknown. Kings fans love the unknowns. I'm sure a lot of Kings fans will say, oh my God, we got to keep him. He's the next big thing. He's King James. We could have an overreaction. Scal had, 32 points against the Phoenix Suns at one time. I was high on him. I'm not even going to lie to you. But, man. Oh, what a game. The Spurs lose, and they still can't capitalize. The Knicks, they put all that effort to make it a comeback, to complete the comeback. For the Kings to lose a game they should have won. They had the game. down the stretch, and they just made silly mistake after silly mistake. Let's call it the way it is. They had a lead, man. TD was hooping. Metu was hooping. Metu with 4 threes today, 4 of 10. He took way too many threes for my liking. He knows it. He airballs at an awful 3. I don't know what to call that. Don't know why he took that. He could have stepped in a little bit. Fading away, 3 feet to the left. My gosh, that was an awful miss. Didn't even give his teammates a chance to offensive rebound. Those are the worst ones. The great shooters, the very good shooters, they miss soft, and they give their teammates a chance to get an offensive rebound. That's what defines a good shooter. For soft misses. That was an air ball. Man, how's everybody doing? Again, make sure you hit the like or dislike. I'm sure you're feeling pretty upset. The Kings are eliminated. That makes 15 straight years. Oh, man. Last time was 2006. Against... how crazy is that? Against the Spurs. Oh, man. My goddaughter Kaylee, shout out to her. She's in Mexico right now. She was born maybe a few days, maybe a week old. Kevin Martin hits that shot, game 3. Boink, 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 boink. Goes in, I'm on my knees, I'm crying, I'm a little kid. You know, I'm what, 13? Yeah, I'm 28, so 28 minus 15, 13. I'm 13 years old. Got my jersey on. Crying of joy. Last time the Kings made the playoffs, 2006. That is insane. That's insane, yo. I can't justify it, man. I can't. Isaac says, "Bro, the whole squad didn't get hurt towards the end. I don't even count Bags being hurt early in the season when everyone else was healthy." Yeah, I get what you're saying. So JJ have had 40. When the Kings had a healthy roster, they lost 9 straight twice. Yoa Fada says, "Facts, the Kings always start trying towards the end of the season. Signs of a bad team, signs of a bad organization." Hate to say it, it's the truth. Oh boy. But on the bright side, let's pick up the little mood here, huh? Let's pick it up, man. Because earlier when I came on live, I gave you guys a money pick. Y'all might be thinking, damn, Leo just switched it up like that. Hell yeah, because I made y'all money. I said, take the Atlanta Hawks minus 12.5. Take them. And if you took a money line, bet your house on it, I said. That's how confident I was. Guess what? They destroyed the Magic. Huh. It was over at the half. They were up by 20 at the half. So I hope you took that bet. Maybe you put $1,000 on it. Don't know how much you put on it. Maybe you put 50 on it. You made 43 plus your 50. Y'all should have taken it, man. Have your notifications turned on. I don't give you picks I don't make. And if they would have lost, I would have been surprised. But you make that bet 10 out of 10 times. Understanding the context of the bet, understanding the importance of the bet. I made y'all money. That's all that matters. That's right. I switched up my attitude within 5 seconds because what does it matter if we continue to dwell on this bad organization? My wife's right in front of me laughing. Like, even she was like, damn, this is how you know you're a Kings fan. Y'all accept mediocrity. And I'm like, damn, no lies detected. No cap. Loyalty, man. It's good and bad. It's true. She's laughing. It's just like, hey, Kings fans or this, I don't even know if this is a word. They're I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say it, but I'm not gonna say it. Y'all know I'm trying to keep it PC today. I know it's 15 years again. 2006, I was 13. I was on my knees crying joy. Kaylee was again a few days, a week maybe. My goodness, how time flies. I'm a grown ass man. I'm married now, and they have yet to make the playoffs. That is crazy. And my wife's she's laughing even more now. It's hard to fathom. It truly is. 15 years. That's more than 85% of marriages in America. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Oh, man. Noah says, how much stock did you put into Fox's comments about wanting to keep the team together and not much change? I don't put stock into any story published a week before the season ends, bro. We see this every single year. Why are we surprised? There was a story earlier about Jaren Jackson going to the Knicks. The Memphis Grizzlies not being sold on Jaren Jackson. It's May 13, 2021. And Bleacher Report is publishing a story, an article on the Knicks having ties to Jaren Jackson. Like, what? We see a bunch of ludicrous stuff all the time. It's insane to me. Morals don't exist anymore. It's all about clickbaitish stuff, which is fine. I guess you gotta make your money. I ain't mad at you. But it's not respectable. It's not reputable. I hate reading stuff like that. What's next? De'Aaron Fox is going to the Knicks? Bleacher Report, breaking news? Come on, man. Disappointing. Seabass. Seabass, brother, what's up, man? How are you?
Yo, what's up? Well, I'm about to have my workout at the gym here, but I want to put in my 2 cents, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, my man.
All right. I actually wanted to call in the podcast yesterday where Derek was talking about Bagley, and I pretty much agreed with him, but I don't want to talk about Bagley right now just because of, this is our elimination game. So I want to talk about the game and the season a little bit. First of all, I want to give props to the whole Kings team today. Even though we lost, they played really well. They played hard with a lot of intensity. So I acknowledge that. Justin James had a great game. I knew he had it in him. Hopefully we're able to keep him. I'd like to see him get some minutes in the small forward spot.
Overreaction or not?
And no, not overaction. I'm not surprised on my end. Matu had a great game. Everybody had a great game. All right. But I want to get down to what I want to talk about. The most frustrating thing, obviously, is that the Kings, again, time are not able to close out. They were up 110 to 104. They had a 6-point lead, and Memphis scored the last 12 points. And not to my surprise, the Kings, this was the worst way. Nobody in the NBA almost could close out a game worse than what the Kings did tonight. At those last few minutes, the Kings only did 2 things. They either turned the ball over or they jacked up a 3. Now, what I don't get I would like to think that most basketball coaches in any level, whether it's the NBA, college, or high school, when they especially have a timeout, but even without the timeout, they tell their players, if you're up and you have a lead, 4 point, 6 point, 10 point lead with few minutes left, you know the players are not supposed to be jacking up threes. But that's what the Kings do. And what bothers me or concerns me a little bit is that the Kings come out of the timeout and they jack up threes. And I'm wondering to myself, is this what Luke is telling them to do? I can't quite comprehend that. Now, I don't want to be like, we're probably going to have a whole podcast coming up, I presume, about Luke Walton, whether he should stay or go. I don't want to use him as a scapegoat. I don't know all that much because I'm on the outside. I hear a lot of good things from him in the post game shows, but this is the one thing that I disagree with is what it seems like the offensive plays that he's telling the team and the advice he's giving them in the last few minutes. It seems like Luke is allowing them to just jack up wild threes the last few minutes of a game when we're up. He should. I've said this before. I called in a few months ago. When the other team's on a 10-0 run or we're in the fourth quarter, we're not supposed to be jacking up threes. We're supposed to be driving the hoop and getting good shots, close to the rim shots, and getting fouls and getting points that way. I don't know why. Then that's what I'd like to think most coaches on any level will teach their players. But for some reason, I guess Luke either isn't telling him or teaching our players that. But I don't think this is an excuse to say that, oh, our players don't have 5-10 years NBA experience and therefore they don't know how to close out. You should know how to close out a game at a college level, at the NBA level, and maybe even the high school level. You don't jack up wild threes. And this is my only criticism of the coaching is that, I don't feel like we're making the right decisions the last few weeks of the game. I don't think we're teaching the players the right things, and it's just not happening. I can't imagine a Pat Riley or Popovich or any of these better coaches allowing what the Kings have been doing in blowing all these leads. They would be going crazy on their players, and they'd be saying, hell no, how the hell did you take that 3-point shot? That's not what I told you. They'd go, Pat Riley, you can't imagine his teams, the Lakers and people doing this? No way. But the Kings, I mean, this was the worst. This is one of the worst closeouts possible, But anyways, that's my 2 cents. By the way, just real quick, there's a background music that's so loud I could hardly talk. I don't know what that is, but your background music is incredibly loud.
Oh, man. Hey, man, appreciate you as always, brother.
Yeah.
All right, big dog, appreciate you. How was Seabaz, man? Anybody else want to call in the show? Oh, man. Late game execution, as Seabass said. It's been tough to watch. Super tough to watch. Man. But as I said earlier, there's going to be a lot of fans, Kings fans, who like one game no-hitters. They get excited over a guy. It could be anybody, really. And then they think they should sign him and, make him the face. No, I'm just kidding. Not make him the face, but he's part of the future. And you know how many times I've heard that with so many players? Happens every year, man. Fool's gold towards the end of the year happens every single year. Literally. Daquan Jeffries is a better basketball player. He just is. It's unfortunate. But that's the Kings for you. I hope Seabaz took my advice earlier because I know Seabaz was on. And bet the Hawks. Minus 12.5. Final score of that game was 116-93. Bogey put up 27. Bogey's been shooting 43% from 3. Over 7 attempts a game. He shot a lot higher than 43% in the second half of the year, but it's averaged out to that right now. My gosh. What a player. Hell of a player, man. Wow. Good friend of mine. Shout out to him. Manuel Garcia says, Javi's dad speaking facts. Isaac says, I've seen more defense from these backups than in any point of the season pre-injuries. Jackie Silva says, those 2 air balls at the end of the fourth hurt. Big facts. She also says, I'm happy for Bogey. That's my boy, man. Belgrande, Serbia. Was supposed to go with him before COVID. That was in the plans. Who knows what happens next, but hey, I got love for all you guys. Bogey got love for all Kings fans. Trust me. He's told me plenty of times. He loves Kings fans. He loves Sacramento, period. He loves the city. Man. Again, if you guys want to call in, video chat with me, the link is in the bio. Make sure you hit the like or dislike. Doesn't matter how you feeling. Got love for you guys. I'm here. Vent. I'm your therapist. I'm your therapist for today. We'll have a stock show tomorrow, about 5 p.m., 5:30, 6 p.m., somewhere around there. I'll let you guys know. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Bringing on my boy Mark. We're talking about my portfolio. I put in $500 more today on IDEX. Was close to its all-time high in the last 52 weeks, I would say, which was $2 and the lowest was $2.31, I believe. I got it at $2.37. Got a lot of money invested with them. I'll talk about it tomorrow. IDEX, IDEX. It's Ideonomics. Okay. TRCH, Torchlight, which will become Meta Materials very soon. It will become META. Torchlight is at 180 something right now. 52 week low was about 140 something. Can't wait till it becomes META. Can't wait for that. We're talking crypto, Doge, or as many like to say, Doggy Coin. Damn, I invested $1,000 3 hours before the Saturday Night Live skit. Regret it big time. I was waiting for the stabilization at 40 cents. That's what it's at. Took a hit. It'll go back up. But in terms of it stabilizing at $5 or $10, I don't see it, but I'll get into that tomorrow. We're saving it. Just kind of giving you a sneak preview of what I think. Mark, my boy, he's been investing for a long time. He's the one that really got me into it. Giving me huge advice on NEO last March. Biggest mistake ever from a financial standpoint. Biggest financial mistake of my life so far. Not investing with NEO when they were $2 about $2.50. I think I had them at $2.30. Went up to $65 in December. Would have made well over $50,000 with like $3,000. You live and you learn, right? It's still a great company to invest in, by the way. NEO, N-I-O. The Chinese Tesla is what I like to call them. But stay tuned, because it's going to be an action-packed podcast. Obviously, we'll be focusing on football moving forward, baseball, business, financial literacy, CK podcast. Now, whether or not we do the non-basketball stuff on here or my personal YouTube channel, don't know yet. Some people may not be interested in making money. I don't know. But I know I am. I know a lot of you guys are. You guys hit me up all the time. Hey, what was that ticker symbol that you were talking about? Shout out to all the people who have reached out. Appreciate you guys. It's the Cowboy Kingdom family, man. We a family, bro. It doesn't have to be just sports. We have to win together. We lose together and we win together. That's how I like to see it. Give me a hell yeah in the comments if you agree. Devin says, happy birthday, E-Man. Go Bogey. Happy birthday to my brother, man. Hope you're having a great day. Tyree Season says, you guys might not want to hear it, but it was the best season the Kings have had in a while, and the gradual improvement of this roster has given me hope for the next few years. I hear you. If you frame it that way. I'm not mad at you, bro. Yes, Seabass, we're talking stocks. Investing, yes sir. Dan says, Marvin Bagley was amazing tonight. Will E-Man be a part of the show tomorrow? He will not. The person on YouTube is just Leo Bias. But I feel like because I can reach more people here, and I don't have many subscribers on that one, you know, you guys can share, and this is already monetized, so if it ever does explode for whatever reason, you never know YouTube, man. YouTube can push the most random videos and your suggestions, right? And then you start watching it. So, we'll see. But it'll probably be on here. James Smith says, hell yeah. Seabass says, hell yeah, Sacktown. Xavier says, hell yeah. Even though I'm not in Sac, but Seabass, you may not be in Sac physically, but emotionally, spiritually, you in Sac, brother. You know what I'm saying? This is home for everybody. We love Sac. Period. Tyrese about to be ripped next year. Calorie intake up the roof. I hope so. That'll be a scary sight for a lot of opposing teams. This is going to be a great offseason, man. This team can't look the same next year. Crush says, what's next for the Kings? Coach, player, moves. If y'all saw the odds yesterday that I posted, was it yesterday when I posted that? BetOnline AG says that Luke Walton has a 61.3% chance of returning. That's crazy, bro. That's scary. Vegas don't put odds out there like that just because, you know. That's more than 50%. They're giving it more than 50% chance that he returns. They know something we don't. Well, they know that the Kings are broke. That's not breaking news, but man, that's crazy. But if you're like, you know what, the Kings are making that move, they're firing him, good odds right now. Like if you're a betting man, I mean, plus money. Bagley has 0 turnovers tonight. Tyree Season says, another hot take this season isn't on Luke, and we shouldn't fire Luke unless there's a clear-cut better coach. We just need to upgrade the roster and keep the young core of TD, Fox, and Ty. TD is part of the young core now? Okay. I'm not mad at you, bro. Kings fam. Skip. Oh, cool. Skip. Cool. Skip, man. That's my boy. My lighting don't look the same because it's dark outside right now. When I had all the light coming in through the windows, you know. It is what it is, though, man. We try our best. I just got to bring the lights. I got to bring it from the office. And it's just like, Top 3 realistic draft targets? Hard to say, bro. Don't know where the Kings are going to finish. It truly is hard to say. Until we know where they're going to finish. You know? Seabass says, I was born and raised in Sac Kennedy High School, Sac City College. I plan to go to visit Sac soon. Anyone better than Luke? That's what our zone production says. Skip says there are many clear-cut better coaches than Luke that would come and take this check and work with Monty. There are plenty available right now, yes. Mike D'Antoni is one name that I've been saying for a year and a half now that I would love. A guy that can elevate De'Aaron Fox and potentially make him an MVP candidate. He's done it with Steve Nash. He did it. He's done it with Steve Nash. He did it with James Harden. Could he do it with De'Aaron Fox? Who knows? Launching threes at the end of tonight. Why, Kings? Why? Edward, what's up, brother? Again, if y'all want to join the conversation, the link is in the bio. You guys can FaceTime me on here, video chat me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Would you consider bringing Luke back next year? Depending on the start will depend if Luke gets fired during the season. See, that's what you don't want, though. You don't want a guy to get a chance and then fire him, and then there's this discombobulation of the team. You don't know what to think. You didn't have training camp with the coach. Like, if you fire him and then you bring in a new guy, or if you hire somebody and or you promote somebody from that current coaching staff, that's an awful strategy, man. The Kings have done it before with George Karl. What was it to do with? Recently, at least. It's just not a good strategy, bro. Like, if you're gonna keep Luke, keep him for the whole year. Seriously. But don't give him a chance and fire him. Like, no, like, if you're gonna fire him now. Like, as soon as the season ends on Sunday, fire him. But don't play these games of, oh, I'm gonna give him a few games, see if they. No. No. And I'm not mad at you for saying it. I'm just saying no. No to that. Monte has picked solid draft picks and solid trades. Let him choose his coach. He has to choose his coach. He needs to choose his coach. JB says, I really think we should trade Buddy even though he stretches the floor. His IQ is hella low. It'll be hard to get rid of his contract. It will. His IQ has improved drastically the past 2 weeks, though, as the lead ball handler. He's starting to see the floor a lot better. That's just a fact. A lot of you may not want to hear that, but he has gradually improved a lot the last 2 weeks. Without question, just look at his assists. Look how many assists he was cost just tonight on the last 5 games. No cap. Like, he's improving now. Is this fool's gold? Is it the competition they're playing? Maybe. But don't act like he hasn't improved. Would I still consider him on the lower end of IQ? Yes, without question. But he has improved the past 2 weeks. He's seeing the floor better. He's passing the ball better. The game is beginning to slow down. He still takes too many rush threes where he can easily pump fake, draw a foul. Big suggestion. Trey Slate, as my boy, as his trainer, he needs to work on that. Drawing fouls. That's next level. If Buddy can draw fouls and get to the line 6 times. I don't even want to say 8. If he can get to the line 6 times, 6 points from the free throw line, that'd be huge for his career, bro. That would be massive for Buddy Hield. If he can get to the line 6 times. You know he's going to shoot 85% from the free throw line. Bobby Hale says the competition the last 2 weeks have been weak. Yeah, can't debate that, bro. That said, though, Bagley also he had a few games against that weak competition, so it goes both ways, right? Matu played well tonight. Awful air ball, but you can see it, though. His fluidity as an athlete, his body, it's coming along nicely, man. You can't deny the fact that he's a better athlete than Marvin Bagley, and it's not even close. Like, that question is solidified. Like that, like it's not a question no more. It's not a debate. It's not up for debate. Matu is a better athlete. Period. Period. He's a better, like, he looks like a better power forward. Bagley, to me, he'll always be a center. Period. That's what he is. That's what he is. He's a center. Manuel Garcia says, Buddy is a bucket, and he's gotten better on defense and decision making, but no one wants to talk about. Just wish you wouldn't ball watch on defense and double team when it's uncalled for. Yeah. Yep. Can you see the Kings firing Luke at the end of the season and during the season next year? Seeing Vivek, Luke at the courtside? Huh. No, Luke has no ties to the Kings. He ain't bloody, bro. But he needs to be more confident with his handles. He's scared he's going to get ripped. Matthew and Buddy's defense were terrible at times. Yeah. Matthew's not good defensively. I've said that all year. I mean, he's just as bad as Bagley. Bagley is worse, but I don't know if he's worse, to be honest. They're both pretty bad. Yeah. Bagley's worse. Matthew's quicker, so he can get away with some stuff. Well, I mean, but they're both bad. It's like kind of like, which one of the two worst? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're negative defenders right now. At these junctures of their careers, like, they're negative defenders. Let's call it the way it is. How's your day, Leo? It was going good, bro. I made y'all money. Had the Hawks minus 12.5. Covered that easily. Right? 116 to 93. Blew them out. 40-31. Congrats to Bogey and the Hawks making the playoffs. Mark Ty says JJ should be playing more minutes next season. There's another Kings fan. Got love for you, Mark. There's another Kings fan. No. I mean, it's hard for me to really accept the game today, especially after a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen Scal score 32 points or 30-something points against the Suns at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So you can't fault me for that, for being pessimistic about something like this. He looks smooth doing it too. That's the thing. What do you have as your one sleeper trade this offseason? I haven't thought about it, bro. And I'll get into all that. Not tonight. You know, that's stuff that you got to think about, strategize, you know, put it into nice graphics, talk about it, break it down. You know, I haven't thought about it. Matthew is Bagley with the jumper. They both are energetic. They both can score sporadically. Matthew plays better defense. They both make dumb plays as hell. Can't disagree with that. I can't. I just can't. JB says, we as Kings fans need to have a therapist given to us by Monty and Vivek. We should put that on a petition and every Kings fan should sign it globally. That should be a must for all Kings fans. That's a requirement. That should be a written law. Hey, if we get this legal bribery, right, by these lawmakers, by these y'all know who makes these laws, right? All these lobbyists, lobbyists. Tell your local lobbyist to give Kings fans a therapist because we need it. Okay? We take mental abuse far too often. 15 years to be exact. If he's fired, do you see the Kings making a run at Budenholzer? Well, Budenholzer's fired. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, but I don't know if they fire him though, you know? Could. He hasn't been good in the playoffs. He's great during the regular season. He's phenomenal during the regular season. Not saying Justin James could do this every game, obviously, but him not getting any minutes while Kojo was playing earlier this season is why Luke is trash. They're both like, I don't know what to say about that. Like, doesn't make a difference. Today's game was a preview of what a playoff game would look like. When it's on the line, the Kings can't close out. You can't lose games like this and be a contender. James Smith, you are correct. And honestly, they had that against the Spurs too. When the game was on the line, they couldn't close it. They lost on Eman's birthday today, and they lost on my birthday against the Pistons where Kojo torched them. We need a therapist, bro. Like, we just do. We just do. We just do. Mark says, I feel you, bro. Kinda sucks they lost tonight. They choked big time. Big facts. Big facts, man. My gosh. So again, the link's in the bio if you guys want to call in. Isaac, if you want to call in. Mark, link's in the bio. Or description, whatever you want to call it. Click it. Join the conversation. I'd love to talk to you guys. I'm exhausted. I'm throwing a tantrum. I hate this team. We all feel this way. Hey, man. But we're here, though. But we do need a therapist. Like, we gotta talk to our local lobbyists and just be like, hey, man, you gotta make this into a law. Kings fans need a therapist. Do you feel this team needs an angry coach like Pop? Sure. Looking how Tibbs turned the next around gives me hope for another coach to roughen these guys up better on defense. That does give me hope. It does, yeah. Dream 2021-2022 starting lineup. Dream like made up players like Donovan Mitchell, Dame, Luka, like that. Or like, what are you asking me? I would have Dame, Donovan Mitchell, Luka. Probably Joker or Embiid at center. And LeBron or KD. I don't know. Or like Steph. No, I can't have all these non-defenders out there. I don't know what you're asking me. That team would still win a championship, but, I want to unload some salary somehow to make it run at Lonzo or John Collins. I don't think they'll have money, bro, to be honest with you. Any free agent you hope the Kings have their eyes on? These headphones hurt my ears, bro. All headphones hurt my ears. Like smash my ears, you know? I'm so disappointed. It's just like, I mean, I like Lonzo, but I like what TD and DeLon brings to the table already. So I'm not, I'm not in much of a Lonzo need as I was pre NBA deadline. I would say John Collins would be nice, but he's too expensive. I love guys like OG Anunoby, but I don't think the Raptors give him up unless it's like to bring in Bradley Beal, like a guy like that. I think Norman Powell's a free agent. I like his toughness. I like his toughness a lot. Kings are restricted to do a lot of things because of the salary cap, though. It's just hard to see them make lots of moves. You may see a lot of the same guys next year, just because it's difficult to get rid of the contracts you have on your current salary. David Waba, he's hella tough, switchable player that can get you 3-4 million. Yeah, I've always liked him. He's a tough guy. I like Dorian Smith from the Mavericks. Tough kid, hell of a player. He's improved so much as a true 3-and-D. O'Neal from the Jazz. Guys you can find if you have a good scouting department. This dude had his jaw, I think, broken or something like that, like his teeth or something. He kept on playing, right? In training camp, made the team. Like his story is crazy. The true definition of blood, sweat, and tears. There's a lot of tough guys in the league, bro. A lot of tough guys. Cade Ackerman says, who would be your top 3 choices for a Kings new head coach? In a perfect world, Juwan Howard, Kenny Atkinson, Mike D'Antoni. Howard at 1. I'm split between Kenny and Mike as 2 and 3, but those would be my 3 guys. Yuta wannabe. Oh yeah, from the Raptors. Would be nice for us just to have a little hustle guy that plays with it himself. You can also get relatively cheap. Plays hard, bro. That guy plays hard. Any good respective head coach that can recruit any free agents that played with him would be nice. Top coaches for the Kings would be Coach Bud, Chris Quinn from Miami, Kenny Atkinson, Mike D'Antoni. Cool Kid 96. What's your finals matchup looking like? And is it close? Very close, bro. Obviously, I think a healthy Nets roster gets it done, just overall for a championship. But if it's just 2 of the 3 superstars, I can see the Bucks beating them. I truly can. I can see the Sixers beating them too, to be honest with you. Then in the West, it's tough. I don't know who's coming out the West. It's gonna be fun to watch the playoffs, bro. I can't wait to break everything down. Like, it's gonna be finally fun to not have to think about this trash team. Like, honestly. Like, real talk. But if I had to pick right now, man, I can't. It's like a game. It's gonna be a game-to-game basis for me. I don't know what the Lakers are right now, how healthy or how healthy they aren't. Tough to say, bro. But the Nets for sure. Like, if they're healthy for sure, the Jazz can make it. Like, the Jazz are really good. Really good. That's going to do it, y'all. I appreciate you guys as always. Make sure you hit the like, dislike, whatever the case may be. Make sure tomorrow you tune in. We're breaking down stocks, investing in retail stocks. You'll get my perspective. I started investing this year. I feel like I have a solid understanding of, what to invest in. Always do your due diligence. Don't just take my word for it. You got to do your own research. You got to read the company's press releases. I do all those things. Whatever company I have my stocks in, like whatever number of shares I have, wherever I have my money in, Obviously, I'm a long-term investor. I'm not like trying to swing trade. The only thing I was trying to swing trade was Doge because I don't believe in the sustainability of the company in terms of it being $10. Like, I don't see how Doge becomes that. If it does, it won't stay there. I can see. I can't see it hit there, bro. Like, I just don't see how. But if it does, like, good for me and good for everybody else who has money in it. But all my other companies, like my portfolio, like, you'll see it tomorrow. These are companies that I believe in, long-term, 3 to 5 years type companies. Okay. So obviously, right now with the market being the way it is, with inflation being so high, the penny stock companies are suffering, but it's okay because the companies that I invested in, I fully trust, and they're gonna be fine. Like, I'm not investing to swing trade these things, 3 to 5 years. That's what it is, and you'll see the dividends in 3 to 5 years. But I still keep up with what they're doing, perfecting their technologies. If it's a service, right? If it's a product that they sell, I like to keep up with what they do for sure. But I'm not looking at my stocks, my TD Ameritrade or my Robinhood and saying, "Damn, like, I'm gonna sell." I got diamond hands, bro. I did my due diligence before I invested in them, and when I do invest in them, it's for the long haul. Like, something drastic has to happen for me to pull out. But if you believe in the fundamentals of this company, whatever company it is, diamond hands, baby. Doge, bro, you can't be mad at me for thinking it could be a fad. Like, I saw what Elon did with Bitcoin today or yesterday. Just don't know, bro. It's so volatile. Crypto is so volatile. Man, you can make a lot of money if you swing it, though, for sure. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all as always. Make sure you watch my pre-bets from earlier. Gave you a lot of good advice. Again, I'm glad I chose a winner today. Fortunately, hey, and the Kings covered the 8 points. So that's good. I mean, if y'all took the spread, you won. It's like a damn, I won, but like, oh, they lost type feeling. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much on behalf of the entire CK family. Happy birthday, E-Man. Love you, man. Thank you guys. See you guys very, very soon. Peace.